thank you very much. While I'm waiting to get my pointer and PowerPoint slide online, I would like to express deep gratitude and be honorable to be here today with all of you, and also to congratulate the 10th Jubilee of the International Foundation for Sustainable Peace and Development. Establishment of the Ethical Codex. Still waiting for the slides to go on. Hopefully it will be soon. Ethics is the branch of philosophy and which deals with moral components of human life, and usually it's called philosophy of the morality. Ethics reflects understandings of the society about what is and what is not correct within the certain act. If somebody that is lazy and does not do his job well, that does not mean that he has immoral behavior. From other side, lying and robbery implicit violation of ethical norms. That is why ethics is very often described as a government of principles or as codex of moral behavior. Also, different scholars and writers use the word ethics and morals in different senses. I would like to make distinction to help avoid the equivalence of those terms in ethical arguments. Moral is best studied as psychology, sociology, or anthropology. Different societies have different moral codes. Moral is descriptive science. It seeks to establish what is true in a society or group. Often morals are the shared ideals of the group, irrespective of whether they are practiced. In the sense of descriptive ethics or morals, different people, groups, and societies have different moral standards. This observation is seen as true by all sides. We would commit the fallacy of equivocation to conclude from this observation that there is no universal ethical standard. We can only conclude by observation that there appears to be or is no universal moral standard. This confusion between descriptive and prescriptive ethics occurs quite often by persons untrained in philosophical analysis. Isaac Asimov got it right when he wrote, "Never let your sense of morals get in the way of doing what is right." Ethical standards should be based on the intellect and experience, but we have another very interesting issue within it, wisdom. Very often we hear things like he's very wisdom, but what he has done might not be ethical at all. Wisdom also demands breathing room for advertisers who use puffery in their commercial messages, if the ads are not deceptive. Hyperbole in the handmaiden or salesmanship and the marketplace suffers a little from the introduction of exaggerated commercial claims of exchange, sex appeal, and social acceptance. A code based on wisdom promotes ethical behavior while avoiding excessive and unreasonable moral property. Application of this criterion to a system of ethics results in flexibility, which shuns the extremes of an stringent code and the end of moral anarchy at the other. In journalism, for example, the proper balance is somewhere between the sensational and the blend. 4 criteria represent basics of any kind of ethical system. First, the ethical system must have joint values related to the ones mentioned above. Because before bringing of ethical judgments, society must achieve agreement about the standards of moral behavior. Second one is that those standards must be reposed on reason and experience and should try to harmonize rights and interests of the people with their obligations towards other people. Third, ethical system must search for the justice, should not be double standards with behavior except if there is no convincing and morally sustainable reason for discrimination. Finally, the fourth, ethical system should be reposed on the freedom of choice. A system of ethics which is not contained of responsibility encourages freedom without responsibility, and by doing that does not have moral authority to encourage honorable behavior. And we get, as said, then moral anarchy. In quality control, should we focus on law or ethics? The issue of quality is inescapable. A free and vigorous press and other organs of mass communications are agreed to be among the essential ingredients of a healthy democracy. When I mentioned vigorous, I meant that freedom is not enough. A people could be free yet manipulated and illiterate. What is important is that the activity that wishes to call itself professional be conducted on an ethical basis and that its practitioners be accountable for their actions. Ethics is not just a matter of codes of conduct, plus or minus sections. Not just a matter of rules to be followed. It has more to do with principles concerning the rights and wrongs of human conduct. Principles which have some reason, a theoretical basis, and which therefore apply objectively and impartially within the quality way of presenting the exchange of the meanings which we call communication. Yes, maintaining the quality of the communication, just like having a code of conduct, is the restoration of the honor of human behavior. Today, I would like to focus not on meta-ethics. As you know, meta-ethics deals with study of the characteristics.